What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Vegas Born Podcast, the Vegas Golden Knights community. I'm your host, Mars Mira. Thank you for coming to my channel today, guys. And as always, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you get notified every time I post a new video. And we do live shows after every game. And we're going to continue to do live shows throughout the off season. We're going to do podcasts once a week. Be doing news and rumors all week. I would love to build something here, and I need everyone's support. Please hit the thumbs up and that subscribe button. Thank you guys very, very much. So I want to talk a little bit about the Golden Knights. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about how important this is, how crazy this is, how people really, I don't think a lot of people really understand how important this is. How amazing this is. This has never happened before. This doesn't happen. Okay? Expansion teams in their inaugural season, they don't do this. Okay? This isn't something that happens. But it happened. It happened. And it's awesome. And it feels great. And it's great to tell all the haters. It's great that the Golden Knights are showing all the haters. And, you know, the Golden Knights have had haters all year long. We've been dealing with it all year long. And, they continue to just shove it down their throats. Now, last summer, when it was time for the bookmakers to release the odds on the upcoming NHL season, the expansion Golden Knights, they were an afterthought. They had the worst chance to win the Stanley Cup of any team in hockey at 200-1. How long are those odds? The Cleveland Browns, who are perennially terrible, currently have much better odds at 100-1 to win the 2019 Super Bowl. Now, I said it before, I've said it through half the year. I'm like, I wish I would have put $100 on the Golden Knights at the beginning of the year. But I have this thing, I don't bet for my teams. And I really don't sports bet at all. But, looking back on it, I think everybody wishes they would have put $100 on the Golden Knights at the beginning of the season, right? Everybody does. But we weren't thinking about it then, But congratulations to you if you put a few bucks on the Vegas Golden Knights at the beginning of the season. Now, all the Golden Knights, all they have done is finish the regular season with the 5th most points in the NHL. Then sprint through the Western Conference playoffs while losing just 3 games. And that run has landed them a spot in the Stanley Cup final and opened up comparisons with other unlikely, this is something that I don't like to say, but Cinderellas. For us, the one that immediately sprang to mind, was different sport. I think back and it's like, man, has there ever been a team that's even been close to what the Golden Knights did this year? And no, there's not. The Golden Knights, they're not your average expansion team. Nobody thought that they would win a Stanley Cup. No one thought they'd ever be anywhere near a Stanley Cup playoff game. It's that crazy. The Golden Knights managed, to nab some key pieces in the expansion draft. A former 40-goal scorer plus several former 25-goal scorers and a Stanley Cup winning goalie who'd been drafted number 1 overall and was once considered a cornerstone to one of the decade's most successful franchises. And we all know who that is, Marc-Andre Fleury. And we rode on his back this whole year, and we couldn't have done it without Marc-Andre Fleury. Bottom line. Even then, instant success for Vegas looked unlikely. Since 1991, the average expansion team had only managed to collect 57 points in its inaugural NHL season. But Vegas ended up blowing away those expectations en route to be the best expansion season in the history of North American pro sports. That's amazing. That's amazing. I still, when I wake up in the morning and I think that, it blows my mind even still. And it will. And it'll continue to blow my mind. I mean, to tell you the truth, I feel bad for Seattle. I think they're coming to win 2020 or 21, or I don't know when they're coming, but man, they are, I feel bad for those guys, man, already, to tell you the truth. The Vegas Golden Knights' long odds were certainly influenced by the fact that they were an expansion team. Conventional wisdom assumed it was inconceivable that an expansion team stocked with hockey men who never played together could win a Stanley Cup together. But Vegas odds also fall short in comparison with some other stuff. I don't want to get too off base here, but the thing about it is what the Golden Knights did this year, everybody needs to appreciate. Everybody needs to, really, really enjoy it, because this may never happen again. It's not unheard of in sports for teams to go, decades and decades without a championship, without even reaching a championship. I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and my whole life, all I've wanted was a professional sports team. Finally get one, and it's the best professional sports team, that we could have ever possibly gotten. It's not some transfer from another city, It's not some failed franchise, No, it's a Vegas original. It's Vegas born. And it means more to me and more to everybody else than is imaginable, to tell you the truth. It's crazy. It really is. It really, really is. And all because of a bunch of guys who were scrappy, who played like killer bees, man, who swarmed you like killer bees. They were crazy this year. They got it done. And when they had a bad game, they came back the next game and they kicked your ass. That's what they did. Beautiful season. Can't wait for the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's get into a little information on the Stanley Cup Finals here. The National Hockey League has announced the full schedule for the Stanley Cup Final. The Golden Knights will face yet to be determined opponent in Game 1 on Memorial Day at 5 p.m. Okay, we still don't know yet. Tampa and Washington, they're going to a Game 7. Washington beat Tampa last night, so they're going to a Game 7 tomorrow, and then we'll know. The Golden Knights, who advanced to the Cup Final on Sunday by defeating the Winnipeg Jets in the Western Conference Final, are awaiting the winner of the Eastern Conference Final between the Washington Capitals and the Tampa Bay Lightning. If the Lightning win the East, then the Cup Final begins at Tampa, which had more regular season points than the Golden Knights. If the Capitals win the East, then the Cup Final starts at T-Mobile Arena, because the Knights had more regular season points than the Capitals. So that's how that works. The full schedule is as follows. Game 1, Monday, May 28th. Game 2, Wednesday, May 30th. Game 3, Saturday, June 2nd. Game 4, Monday, June 4th. Game 5, Thursday, June 7th. Game 6, Sunday, June 10th. Game 7, Wednesday, June 13th. Those are the last from 4 to 7 are all if necessaries. So guys, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing a podcast. I'll probably get Mac on here, and we'll take phone calls. Anybody wants to call in, chit chat, and talk about the Golden Knights, talk about hockey this year. We'll probably be doing that tomorrow or Thursday. Okay, getting ready for Monday's game. So hit that thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications. And everybody have a good day out there. We'll see you soon.